Before you spend the second SSI deposit that may appear in October or December of 2026, stop and label it correctly. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, the official payment calendar shows 2 SSI payment dates in October and 2 in December. But that does not mean you are getting a bonus, a stimulus payment, or an extra annual benefit. It means the following month's payment is arriving early. Here are the 4 dates that matter: October 1, October 30, December 1, and December 31. The October 30 deposit belongs to November. The December 31 deposit belongs to January 2027. If those early deposits are spent as though they were extra money, the next month can become very difficult. Stay with me, because I am going to explain why the calendar works this way, how to protect the early payment, what happens if you receive both SSI and regular Social Security, and what to do if a scheduled deposit does not appear. Before we continue, subscribe and turn on notifications if you want SSI, Social Security, Medicare, and retirement money dates explained in plain English. A payment date change may look harmless, but one misunderstood deposit can affect an entire month's budget. Let us start with the rule behind the calendar. SSI is normally paid on the first day of the month for which the payment is due. When the first day falls on a Saturday, Sunday, or federal holiday, Social Security moves the payment to the preceding business day. The purpose is to make sure recipients are not forced to wait beyond the normal due date. The payment moves earlier. It is not duplicated. Now let us translate October. October 1, 2026 is the regular SSI payment date for October. That is the payment intended to support October expenses such as rent, food, utilities, transportation, medication, and other basic needs. The second date is October 30, 2026. It appears inside October, but it is not another October payment. It is the SSI payment for November. November 1, 2026 falls on a Sunday. Because the first day of November is not a business day, the November payment moves backward to Friday, October 30. The safest label is not simply Second October deposit. The safest label is November SSI paid early. That wording matters. A person may look at the bank account, see 2 deposits during October, and assume the second one is available for an overdue October bill, a large purchase, or an unexpected family request. Then November begins, no new SSI deposit appears on the first, and the household is left trying to cover an entire month with money that has already been spent. Nothing was taken away. Nothing was added. The November payment changed dates. December follows the same rule, but the timing can be even more tempting. December 1, 2026 is the regular SSI payment for December. December 31, 2026 is the SSI payment for January 2027. January 1 is New Year's Day, a federal holiday. The January payment therefore moves to the preceding business day, Thursday, December 31. That deposit may arrive when holiday spending is still fresh. There may be gifts, travel, family gatherings, higher utility bills, special meals, or balances left from earlier in the month. But the December 31 payment still has a January job to do. It may need to cover January rent, groceries, transportation, medication, phone service, insurance, or another essential bill before the next regular SSI payment cycle. This is why the right question is not, why did I get extra money in December? The right question is, which month is this deposit supposed to support? Let me make the central point completely clear. An early SSI payment changes the date of the deposit. It does not increase the number of monthly benefits owed. It does not create a 13th monthly SSI payment. It does not mean Social Security approved a year-end bonus. And it does not mean the payment should automatically be reported as an accidental duplicate merely because 2 SSI deposits appeared in one calendar month. For SSI program accounting, a payment issued early because of a weekend or holiday is treated as income for the month in which it normally belongs. The November payment is still November income even though it arrives on October 30. The January payment is still January income even though it arrives on December 31. That distinction can reassure people who are worried that the calendar itself has suddenly created extra SSI income. The payment has been moved to an earlier date, not converted into an additional monthly benefit. Now let us turn the rule into a practical plan. Step number 1, label the payment by benefit month, not deposit month. On a paper calendar, phone calendar, notebook, or bill planner, write November SSI paid early beside October 30. Beside December 31, write January SSI paid early. Do not rely on memory alone. The description in a bank account may not explain the benefit month clearly, and a family member looking at the account later may assume the second deposit belongs to the current month. A written label creates a boundary before the money is spent. Step number 2, give the early payment a specific job. Write down the first 3 or 4 expenses the deposit must cover in the next month. That may be rent, groceries, medication, utilities, or transportation. Assigning the money before spending begins makes it less likely that the deposit will disappear into ordinary current month purchases. For example, the October 30 deposit may be available just before November rent is due. That is useful, but after rent is paid, the remaining amount still needs to last through November. The December 31 deposit may help with a bill due at the beginning of January, but it must also support the rest of January until the next SSI payment arrives. Step number 3, separate the money in the simplest, safe way available to you. A no-fee budgeting category or sub-account may help if your financial institution offers one and you understand how it works. A written budget line works just as well. Record the amount, the benefit month, and the bills it must cover. You do not need to withdraw the payment in cash or open a new account simply to keep track of it. The goal is not to create another banking task. The goal is to stop next month's money from blending into this month's spending balance. Step number 4, prepare for the longer-looking gap between deposits. The gap from October 30 to December 1 is 32 days. The gap from December 31 to February 1 is also 32 days. Those 32-day intervals do not represent a lost month of SSI. They are the calendar effect of receiving one monthly payment before its benefit month begins. The money has to cross that longer-looking space because part of the waiting period started early. This is why budgeting by benefit month is safer than counting how many deposits appeared during the current calendar month. Step number 5, make sure anyone helping with the account understands the rule. If a spouse, adult child, caregiver, representative payee, or trusted family member helps with bills, tell that person exactly what the second deposit represents. A simple sentence is enough. The second deposit is next month's SSI payment, not extra money. This is especially important when more than one person checks the same account. One person may see the deposit, pay a current bill, and assume another payment will arrive on the first of the next month. Clear labeling prevents both people from counting the same monthly benefit twice. Now let us separate SSI from regular Social Security, because this is where many viewers mix up the programs. SSI is normally paid on the first day of the month, subject to the weekend and holiday rule we just discussed. Regular Social Security, retirement, survivor, and disability benefits can follow a different schedule. Many people receive those payments on a Wednesday based on the birthday connected to the benefit record. Some people receive Social Security on the 3rd of the month because of when they began receiving benefits, or because they receive both Social Security and SSI. A person who receives both programs may therefore see several federal deposits during the same calendar month for completely normal reasons. The correct approach is to identify every deposit by program and by the month it is intended to cover. This video is about the SSI dates in October and December of 2026. It does not mean every retirement or SSDI recipient will receive 2 payments in those months. Here are the 5 questions most likely to come up. First, is the second SSI deposit a bonus or an extra annual payment? No. The October 30 deposit takes the place of the November 1 SSI payment. The December 31 deposit takes the place of the January 1 SSI payment. Second, should the second deposit be reported as a duplicate, not merely because it appears in the same calendar month as another SSI payment? The official schedule places those payments on those dates. However, if the amount is different from what you normally receive, the deposit description looks unfamiliar, or money appears that you genuinely cannot identify, do not spend the questionable amount until you verify it through an official channel. Third, what if you receive both SSI and regular Social Security? Do not combine the schedules in your mind. Write down which deposit is SSI, which deposit is Social Security, and which month each payment covers. If you are uncertain, review your official payment information or contact Social Security through an official number. Fourth, what if your bank shows the payment as pending, posts it at an unexpected time, or does not show it on the scheduled date? The SSA calendar gives the scheduled payment date, but your financial institution controls how the transaction appears in the account. A bank may display a pending transaction before it becomes available, and a posting delay can occur. For an electronic payment that is not visible on the scheduled date, Social Security says to contact your bank or financial institution first. Ask, do you see a pending federal benefit payment, and is there a posting delay on my account? Use the number on the back of your bank card, your bank statement, or the bank's official website. Never call a number from an unsolicited text, email, social media post, or comment. Fifth, when should you contact Social Security about a missing payment? If your bank cannot locate an expected electronic payment or confirms that no deposit is pending, contact Social Security through its official phone number or your local Social Security office. The printed SSA payment calendar also tells recipients to allow 3 additional mailing days before contacting Social Security when an expected payment has not arrived. Follow the instructions that match how your payment is delivered, and keep the scheduled date, expected amount, and your bank's response nearby when you call. Do not post your Social Security number, bank account number, benefit notice, Medicare number, home address, or deposit screenshot in a public comment section. A real payment date question never requires you to give private information to a stranger online. Here is the easiest way to remember the entire issue. Seeing 2 SSI deposits in one calendar month does not mean 2 payments belong to that month. One deposit covers the current benefit month. The other covers the following month and arrived early because the next first day was not a business day. Your job is to protect that second deposit until the month it belongs to. Do not count it twice. Do not assume the absence of another SSI deposit on the next first day means Social Security skipped you, and do not spend an unfamiliar or incorrect-looking payment until you verify it. If you remember only one sentence from this video, remember this: you are not getting extra SSI money, you are getting next month's money early. Label the benefit month, assign the money to the next month's essential bills, and make sure anyone helping with your finances understands the same rule. If you receive SSI, share this video with a spouse, parent, neighbor, caregiver, or representative payee who may see 2 deposits and mistake the second one for a bonus. And if you comment, tell me whether you use a paper calendar, phone reminder, bank category, or written budget to keep early payments separate. Never post private account or benefit information. Subscribe for more plain English updates on SSI, Social Security, Medicare payment calendars, and benefit notices. One correctly labeled deposit can prevent an entire month of financial stress.